I think that anyone who is being honest with themselves can admit that the MCU Phase 4 has been extremely disappointing. Coming off of the masterfully crafted Infinity Saga, the MCU has since felt unsure of what it wants to be going forward. Apparently, we're supposed to be shifting focus to the multiverse concept, but just like the theory of the multiverse itself, MCU's approach to it has been equally as confusing. Not helped at all by the existence of the Marvel Disney Plus shows, which are required material to follow the larger narrative. It's obvious that after the historic success of Infinity War and Endgame, that Disney and Marvel believed they could just put out any slop that they wanted, and the fans would come to eat it up like the good little piggies the House of Mouse believes that we are. Thankfully, I have a little bit more hope in humanity restored as audiences have finally begun to reject this crap, the latest example being the flop that is Ant-Man Quantumania. However, despite the turd that is Phase 4, there is still a kernel of corn that can be found, a kernel that shines not yellow, but gold. And that is Spider-Man No Way Home. The truth is, I haven't been the biggest fan of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like everyone else, I was excited to see the web slinger swing into the MCU, but it turns out that what we got wasn't really Spider-Man, but more so Iron Boy. Throughout Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, this version of Peter Parker felt so connected to Tony Stark that he came off as more of a Iron Man sidekick, his Robin equivalent, rather than his own hero. However, Spider-Man No Way Home changed all of that. My entire perception of this iteration of Spider-Man was flipped on its head. For the first time, Tom Holland's Spider-Man didn't just feel like an extension of Iron Man. He was no longer just Iron Boy, but finally came into his own as Spider-Man. The death of Aunt May, the loss of his connection to Stark Industries, and him having to be forced to start again from the ground up, transformed this character into the Spider-Man from the comics. Everything that defines Spider-Man is summed up in the words of Uncle Ben, or in the case of the MCU, Aunt May. With great power comes great responsibility. In this film, Tom Holland is finally forced to learn that. The scene where Tobey and Andrew's Peter Parkers comfort their MCU counterpart is the best and most pure expression of what Peter Parker and Spider-Man is really all about, and every time that I see that scene, a nerdy tear falls from my eye. And that is why, as of right now, March 2023, Spider-Man is the best thing that the MCU has going for it. Steve Rogers' Captain America is gone, Tony Stark Iron Man is dead, Thor has been turned into a joke, Hulk was cucked by his own cousin, and Doctor Strange wasn't even the star in his own damn sequel. The only hero who has come out of Phase 4 not only intact, but I would argue far better than he was before, is Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And if Disney and Marvel want to salvage what is left of the MCU, they will alter course and make Spider-Man the face of the franchise going forward, just as Cap and Iron Man were before. At this point, the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie is the only MCU film I really have a genuine excitement for. Okay, maybe a little bit for Guardians 3, but honestly I have a lot more for Spider-Man. And the thing is, Tom Holland's Spider-Man film, the next Spider-Man film in the MCU, hasn't even been announced yet, but I'm already excited for it based on what we got in No Way Home. And I think that's true for a lot of MCU fans, you know, at least for the ones who haven't already jumped ship. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that Spider-Man is in fact the last great hope of the MCU? That being said, be sure to like the video, hit that bell, most importantly subscribe and share the content, and if you want early access to more videos like this, consider joining the Patreon for only $3 a month. The information for that is in the description box down below, as well as other ways that you can donate via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo if you're feeling extra generous. Also, check out my other channels and social media, linked down below as well. Until the next one, this is JeskerJames with a Z, and I am signing out.